When sports are life and life is sports, I'm James Simmons and I got 5 on it. Welcome back to another take of I Got 5 on It. My name is James Simmons and I'm your host, and this is a Dad's Thing production. Thank you for being with me on this take. So excited to give it to you. It's been circulating in the news over the last couple of days. If you haven't heard by now, Edreed went off. He went off on the administration at Bethune-Cookman. A couple of things came out in this story that I wasn't aware of. And I guess the first thing, and really the only thing that really came out that I wasn't aware of, was that he has not signed his contract yet. So Edreed hasn't signed the contract yet. He's the coach in waiting at Bethune-Cookman, and there has not been a formal announcement of him being the head coach at that university. So that was a big announcement, and I really think that might have had something to do with him being a little bit hot over the weekend because his office wasn't ready. There was a lot of trash and things like that around the practice facility and so on and so forth, and he just wasn't happy. Was not a happy camper going to work. And apparently he has been working for the last couple of weeks, again, not under contract, but in there trying to get to work to get that program to where he wants it to be. So again, I can understand a little bit of the frustration that he was experiencing. But this is the thing. Did he go about doing it in the right way? Okay. We all know it's all been coming to light, and we have a couple of other coaches who shared similar frustrations really recently. And again, I am not an expert on the HBCU culture. I am a fan, a new fan, and I'm learning as I go. And a lot of the things that I'm learning has to do with Coach Prime being at Jackson State over the last 3 seasons. And Coach Prime, in his way, has let us know that facilities aren't where they need to be. We saw a lot of stuff that happened in Jackson State when there was a water crisis, not having water, talking about kids not having their money, talking about kids not having decent or living quarters, food, things of that nature. So he has let that be known. And he didn't hold any punches. Some of the things that were not up to par with facilities, as far as grass being cut, we seen Coach Prime out there on a tractor cutting grass, right? So these are things that the general public has become more aware of, but there's a lot of folks that have always known that these have been issues. And someone said something. Another coach, Coach Eddiegeorge at Tennessee State, he said something a couple of days ago. He was being interviewed, and I read it in an article. He said, when he was in the pros, they would use the facilities at Tennessee State, the dorms, to stay there and have their practices and have their camps there, right? And he said that the mold that he saw in those dorms is the same mold that he sees in 2022, 2023. And he says, I have to do something about it. So he hasn't been, to my knowledge, I haven't seen a lot of Coach George in the media, on Twitter, Instagram, so on and so forth. He doesn't seem like that type of dude. But he said, these are the things that I need to fix. These are the things that I need to find a solution to, so these are a better situation for the kids that we have and the kids that we want to come. So he went about it doing it in a different way. Coach Prime, of course, he's used his social media to bring awareness and attention. But I've never seen it in such a way where he's cursing people out, so on and so forth. Coach Edreed, on the other hand, a lot of folks are saying that he took it too far. Then there's another camp that says he needed to bring this out. He needed to keep it real and do what you got to do to draw the attention to it so the problem can be fixed. Wholeheartedly agree. Me personally, when I have situations that are difficult and I need to get them addressed, go about it a little bit differently. I'm not going through social media. I'm going to have a conversation with you one-on-one and then take it to the next levels if I don't see the results that I need to see. That's me. Ed Reed is a Hall of Famer, NFLer. He has gone about doing his business in the way that he deems necessary, in the way that it has caused him to maximize his potential and accomplish all the success that he has. So who am I to tell him how to handle the media and situations that arise? But since that incident, which happened a couple of days ago, yesterday, he did go out and he did issue an apology for, I believe, the language that he used in expressing his frustration. I think there's a lesson that was learned. I think he knows that as the head coach of any organization, HBCU, Power 5, it don't matter. NFL, there's a way that you go about handling your business because you are the head of that organization, that team. You're the face and you are the leader. So people are going to be looking to you for the type of leadership that is a little more, I guess, diplomatic. That's the word that I use. Listen, I would love to hear your comments on what you thought about the situation that expired over the weekend with Coach Reed expressing his frustration and things not being right. Man, why doesn't he have a contract? Why is he working without a contract? How did that happen? So a lot of things, a lot of questions to be answered. Love to hear your comments. Again, I appreciate you all for your support. Please like this video. Please subscribe and definitely comment below. Listen, that's my take. I got 5 on it. We'll see you on the next one.